Grendel, misunderstood outcast or fucking monster. Featuring Beowulf as 80s action hero. Okay. Kind of weird, but let's do it. This is what we got. Where we tackle the tough questions. The ones your teachers were too scared to ask. Today we're diving into Beowulf. But I'm not going to bore you with a dusty old literary analysis. Nope, we're cutting straight to the juicy bits. Apparently. We're going to talk about a monster that might or might not deserve your sympathy. And a hero that is totally an 80s action hero. Is Grendel misunderstood outcast or just a fucking monster? And is Beowulf really the embodiment of Anglo-Saxon ideals or just a Conan the Barbarian in a fur coat? Not that he wore a fur coat. But, you know, it sounded good. There's this annoying trend in literature classes to humanise the villains and make us see things from their point of view. And when it comes to Grendel, it's like, why? Why must we kind of... Was he like abused as a child and that's why he's the way he is? I mean, it could be, but the likelihood is no, he was written as a fucking monster. Grendel heard some loud music he didn't like, so he decided to murder everyone making it. And then he ate them. He ate their fucking corpses. So is he misunderstood or is he a monster who kills and eats people? I think he's a monster. And then he kind of did that for 12 years. Is this a misunderstood outcast or some kind of homicidal maniac? I mean, if you're misunderstood, you make a point and then you leave, right? You don't kill people, eat them, and then continue doing so for the next 12 years. Is that really just a misunderstanding? You might as well ask if Vladimir Putin is misunderstood. There are bad people in the world and you should try to reason with them, but rather get rid of them. Vladimir, please don't kill me. No tragic backstory needed. Some monsters are just monsters, and Grendel is definitely one of them. That's literally what he was written for. That's literally what he's in this book, in this poem, to do. It's his entire role in this is to be the monster to be defeated by the hero. For fuck's sake, why do people try to humanise everything? It was like when Rob Zombie did his remake of Halloween and he gave this whole backstory to Michael Myers as an abusive kid, and not an abusive kid, an abused kid, and that's why he became the worst. So fuck off, Rob Zombie, you twat. He's the embodiment of chaos, of everything that threatens civilization. He's the darkness that lurks in the shadows, waiting to destroy everything good and pure. Here's the modern day cancel culture. Ugh. So the next time someone tries to tell you Grendel is just misunderstood, tell them to shove it. He's a monster, plain and simple. Yeah, I'm always up for critical analysis of things. Grendel's mother, Grendel the dragon, what they represent and all this kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, sometimes a monster is just a fucking monster. You know? If it looks like a monster and smells like a monster, it's probably a monster. Now let's move on to the main man himself, Beowulf. This is the shining example of Anglo-Saxon ideals. Well, maybe not in the way you think. He fits the heroic age archetype way more than anything else. Think 1980s Arnold Schwarzenegger, loyal, brave, insanely strong, and always ready for battle. He's the ultimate warrior, not because he's Anglo-Saxon, but because that's what he is, a hero. That's what he's supposed to be. Let's break it down. He's loyal to his king, he's brave enough to face down monsters, he's ridiculously strong. He fights fair, going unarmed against Grendel because Grendel had no weapons, and he accepts fate without fear. He knows he's going to die someday, but he's not going to let that stop him from kicking some serious ass. Again, that was terrible, I'm sorry. It's almost like the poem is saying no guts, no glory. You need to be prepared to lay it all on the line to win. Well, that would be fate, right? Put it in the hands of the gods. Now, does Beowulf embody all Anglo-Saxon ideals? Probably. They valued community, loyalty and bravery, and I think that when you look at what the Anglo-Saxon ideals of bravery and heroism are, he pretty much embodies all of them. Even boasting is part of the heroic ideals of the Anglo-Saxons. So Beowulf, more of a superhero, a one-man army who shows up to save the day. The Anglo-Saxon audience would have admired him, but they probably wouldn't have expected everyone to be quite like him. Oh, that's a shame. So why does Beowulf continue to resonate with us today? Because it's a story about good versus evil, about the courage to face down your the courage to face down your fears. And it's got a badass hero. He kicks some serious monster butt. It's a timeless tale that speaks to our deepest desires for justice and heroism, and for a world where good triumphs over evil. And let's face it, Beowulf is just cool. He's a cool piece of shit, isn't he? So there you have it, Grendel, still a fucking monster. Beowulf, 6th century action hero, basically Conan the Barbarian with better hair. Well, I mean, Conan had pretty decent hair. I think I'm just jealous. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And if you want more of this talk about Beowulf, as I am learning about this stuff, I am currently studying Beowulf, and so what I'm doing is giving you my thoughts and opinions on what I have studied and the topics that I am studying in Beowulf. This one just happened to be Grendel, who's the monster misunderstood. Anyway, yeah, I'll see you next week.